with the private and academia. Because that's the only, I mean, meeting the market needs, and that is how you adapt to, I mean, you adapt your curricula based on needs of, in this case, of MSc. I mean.
Yes, at least we try to. Because, yeah, that's, when we organize this employers forum annually and we discuss with them, like, what do you think about skills of our graduates, and what are the needs and what are the expertise which you want them to have in the university. So this is the dialogue which we should have. And in some cases, we need the help of the company to come and work with our maybe academic staff and put that into one course together. Because maybe sometimes only the efforts of the academy is not always enough. And I think that also the case of the dual education is also a good example of cooperation of the industry and academia when theoretical part is given in the university and a very big part of the educational program is the practical knowledge and training which they get in the companies. And for that, of course, many companies are very scared to do that and to cooperate in this case with the university, because that requires investment of money and investment of staff and working hours from their staff representatives, and they're also very busy. But from the other hand, they should see what are the big pluses of that, because you are growing your own staff, future staff members, the way you want them to be. And so this is, I think, finding the right balance between the theoretical hours and practical hours, and finding this right combination. I don't think that in Georgia we don't have that practice legally yet. So now we are trying to adopt the pilot programs in dual education, and we are finding the right balance between practical, placement in the industry and theoretical teaching in the university. We got good examples from Germany, from Austria, and other countries where this is established and is working very well. And students are very motivated when they already have a direct work placement and develop very good practical skills in the companies, partner companies. But for that, of course, you need to have quite a lot of partners where you can distribute your students, enough partners where you can distribute your students.
Just one short question. When you say dual education, do you mean with national companies or international companies? Because we do have some kind of dual education project with national companies, but it's always tricky in terms of legislation when it comes to international companies. So this is
we are implementing first with the national, of course, because international requires more financial resources. But more countries established it on the national level, at least, then I think we will have more opportunities to make it internationally, as long as this scheme works in majority of countries, then that will be possible, of course, internationally.
Well, I would say that in international companies, because of their budget, it's a little bit easier, but you have to find the proper ways to do it. So if you explain to a local agency how things, in our case, I mean, we are representative of the headquarters in Albania, if you explain what will be the benefits, we will make sure this, voice to be raised to the correct person in the huge organization we are. But sometimes I would say that it's not just the financial part. First, there should be an initiative. We all know that both academia and private sector have to be in parallel. In other words, as you mentioned before, that of course we are more practical but we are, believe me, quite open to any new challenge, to any new idea, anything that will improve, our way of doing business, and of course having mutual benefits. So it's, believe me, it's not a matter of finance the initiative. This is, I would say, is not the first one. What we should do is being more open, trying to find in our busy life, because I know that I used to be a PhD candidate, and I would say that in Albania our team is quite young. I'm sure that colleagues from Montenegro already have very good contact with MSc Montenegro. And as far as I know, he's participating also in University of Kotor many times, being a lecturer there. So there should be a willing, first of all, to dedicate time and energy for anything new. And I believe, and I'm speaking at least for MSc Albania and University of Tours, there has been always a good willing in order to find ways create a more stable and I would say nice environment to the new recruiters, because for art it's a human resource. When they are students and they have dreams, and all those dreams some days will be materialized. So it's good that those dreams start from day one, having, why not, through internships or any kind of, let's say, exchange of professional experience or discussions. Then whatever, we can, let's say that sometimes everyone from his side thinks that signaling should start from the other side. In fact, it should be both. We should signal you what are the needs, daily needs, and what would help us. On the other side, believe me that in private sector, when you become part of the routine, you forget some issues. As you can see, I'm the only one from the private sector being left. And that is because sometimes I think that we should be patient in order to see some results. So, in this case, it's not maybe the best way and the best approach, but for sure, I can guarantee you that there is willing from the private sector to have such kind of collaborations, as long as it's properly presented.
Thank you.
I just wanted to make a brief, let's say, introduction about what is being discussed. So again, the question that you just triggered, how do we improve curricula and adapt them with the new challenges of the industry? I would say that that is going to be a two-way approach. Both industry and university should work together. We should understand that we exist because there is a demand from the market, and this is why we are operating and we are teaching our new students for providing skills to the market. What is happening now with this new development of technology is that sometimes there is a lack of confidence between academia and industry. There is a lack of confidence because there is not so close cooperation. And what I realized, let's say recently, is that some of the big companies sometimes not having so much confidence on the maritime or let's say in general education institutions are building up training capacities within their companies. And that is just because of the lack of confidence that they have on the, let's say, universities or in general education institutions, because the quality of teaching, the skills that they are offering do not match with the reality and with the real needs of the market. And this is why we should work together. I remember that a few years ago we had a round table here and you were present, where we discussed our curricula. But it's been 5 years and it is our fault, as a matter of fact, that we did not repeat this table, because in these 5 years things have changed. And we do realize that some of the skills that or some of the topics that we are offering there are outdated, and we should improve our curricula to keep them updated. So such round tables with very fruitful discussions should be, I would say, a common practice for us in order to cooperate, build confidence, and to have appropriate curricula for the university and offer students the right skills for the business. So this is my approach.
So in a way, we shouldn't see ourselves as a competitors, but collaborators. That's the only way forward. I would like to give a floor to my colleague, Santana.
Thank you, Albert. I know that we are a little bit late, but we were running another meeting downstairs. I really wish to be here in this conversation because the main reason is that, okay, we are facing a problem, we need more human capacities. That's why we are bringing together all the universities, training centers, to find a curriculum that will be good for the industry. And this kind of bilateral discussion between industry, universities, training centers, it will be a win-win situation. It means that we are going to try to be more attractive from the students, for the students and for the younger generation, in order to provide more human capacities for the industry. So this is the idea, and this is a good place to discuss these issues. I think it will be just the beginning. Just the beginning of this. We are going to have more discussions to find the ways where we need more efforts to be done. And I'm happy here that I can find the industry here and a lot of universities. So this is just to see that we need the intervention of the industry. Where do they want more human capacity so the universities can work more and the training centers can work more. Okay? And just apologize once again that I'm late, but I will continue the conversation now on. Thank you very much.